in like the last garage update thing. I guess you would have seen the end of that. So the top of the work surface there, that's leveled out and then epoxy coated and everything. And then the shelf at the top, I literally did absolutely nothing with. I never actually finished it. I started filling like some holes and crap or whatever because this whole like entertainment thing, you know, behind all the garbage, there's like the speakers and the TV and whatever. I want to get a Fire TV, so that way ALEXA is built into it, and then I can just put it up on the wall, and then maybe like some kind of like smaller stereo or something, or like a sound bar or whatever. So that wall right there, I'm just gonna be cleaning up. There's nothing gonna be going on that wall, but that's gonna be way later. I'm not even looking at that. Right now, I'm looking at this wall here, because now that I took those like racks down, I guess, I don't know, like, they're not shelves, like the boards with the nails in them. Because I took those down, I now have nowhere to hang anything. So all of the stuff that I was hanging up, I have nowhere to put it. And because I didn't finish that thing yet, I actually haven't put anything in it because I know as soon as I start storing things in it, it's going to sit like that forever because I'm never going to empty it to actually finish it. I'm going to get all of like the shelves done so that way I can hang everything up, make enough room that I can then finish that cabinet. So I don't know if that cabinet thing is going to be done for this video, but at least I'll have these like shelf things or whatever, like these 2x4s. And in the process of recycling, I'm going to be recycling these 2x4s. I'm going to be reusing them for these little shelf things because that's what they were. I'm just moving them. And then this little like storage rack organizer thing or whatever under all this garbage, that's going to go somewhere from under the window over to that shelf, somewhere along that wall. I want the nails to be like appropriate distances apart, because it'll just make it easier for like hanging stuff up or whatever if they're not super close together. And I'm just going to start putting them 1 foot apart. So I mean, like, technically first one's done. I just have to take some of the nails out, line it up somehow, figure out how to hold it there, and then just knock it into the studs. And then once I have a couple of them done, I'll start moving a bunch of crap because then I can actually like hang stuff up on the first few that I've put up, make some space, move some crap to the free space, put a few more up, and then it's just gonna keep going from there. I don't know. It's so chaotic in here right now. I have so many things on the go that I am trying to get done before it snows, and I am just completely losing my mind in the chaos right now. Like, I can't even stay focused on like one thing at one. Like right now I'm doing 8 things today, and this is just one of them. So in the back of my head I got 7 other things that I have to do, and it's just, I don't know, like my brain is not working right now. When I measured from the ceiling to the bottom of the first 2x4 is exactly 12 inches. So from the bottom of that one, it's 12 inches. So the first 2x4 is going to go here, and bottom here, so the next one's going to go here. And that'll give me 3 of the, like, the racks, shelves, or whatever. And at least I can start hanging some stuff up, get a bunch of stuff cleaned up, and that'll be a good start for now. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how to evenly divide across the top. Now, I originally wanted to do, like, 1 hanger every 12 inches. And they're 66 inches long, which is going to be 5.5. So there's going to be, well, 5.5 hangers wide, because 5 times 12 is 60, and 66. So if I go 3 inches in from each side, then that gives me 5 equal hangers on each one. Looking at it now, that's going to be a lot of extra space. There's only going to be 5. So what I was thinking instead, 8 inches on each one, because then that'll give me enough room for 8 of them, because 8 times 8 is 64, and they're 66 inches, which means that I'll have an inch on each side as the space. So that'll be my first marking point for each one, and I'll have 8 on each row. So right here, we're gonna mark 1 inch in. That'll be the first one, and these are 3.5 inches, so that's 1.75, which is right here, and that's where the first one is gonna go. And then I will just mark them all the way down. Now this one's marked, so I can just go 8 inches in from here. Those are all my marks. Now I can put all the nails. I'll do this one here, and then we'll start hammering some things to hang stuff. You know what I'm doing. I can put things on the rack, shelf. That's gone forever. Okay, so I miscounted. When I was counting the amount of spaces, I was, counting the spaces, not the actual number of nails. But there's 2 extra, because I counted how many 8-inch sections, not every point across 8 inches. My bad. So I can finish all that junk up and everything or whatever, and then, yeah, I'll just come back when all this stuff is cleaned up. I don't even remember where I left off. I was doing those things, and then, life happened, so I had like a million fucking things that I had to do. But now, again, I finally have a day of free time where I can start getting some shit done, so let's continue with where I left off. Just soaking up all the crap that leaked on the floor, like brake fluid, oil, washer fluid and crap that just spilled everywhere when I was working on the A3. So while this is soaking up, I'm gonna finish cleaning, and then I'm gonna move that little like rack thing with the blue bins and finish putting the shelves up. And then I have this little like shelf thing, bookshelf, whatever, and that's gonna go up here next to the window, and then this will go underneath it. So I'm hoping that it's not too tall, that it's gonna obstruct with that. I don't know, it's free, it should work. It'll be fine. So all I gotta do is just, you know, clean everything. And I gotta organize that back room so I can put stuff away and then actually get to it instead of just throwing it all in there so it's out of the way. I don't know, just a bunch of stupid crap. Put tools away, clean stuff up, and I'm pretty sure I covered like the whole process of putting them on the wall, so it's not like any of this is riveting entertainment or anything. Just trying to make this little shithole a little bit better. I gave up cleaning. I just kind of moved everything away from the wall. And I swept it up a little bit, whatever. I still have to like sand and everything, so it doesn't really matter. I gotta put this thing together so at least this can be drying while I'm getting everything ready to go. Now I have no idea what kind of contraption this is, because like it has some sealant or something right here. I'm gonna glue it together. I'm just gonna get a lot of glue all over all of this. Oh my god, this glue is like frozen. Oh, I can hear squirt. Let's put this on. This kind of goes in the thing. That goes in the hole. And then it just kind of gets it. Give it. Clamp. Alright, just gotta wait for that to dry. I'm gonna go play with squirt. Is that a squirt? Hi! Hi, buddy! Hello! Yeah, what's going on? What are you doing? I just like tossed some screws in there just to kind of hold it onto the wall. And now I actually have to like affix it to the wall correctly. So I figured the easiest way is just going to be to make two pieces that are going to go right up along the back here and just bolt into the wall. And then I will screw it in from the sides. So that way the sides are held into the piece of wood holds it onto the back. And I mean, one for each one is going to be enough. So I'm just going to put one at the top here and then one at the top there. And that'll hold it in. And then the glue along the side with the pegs is going to hold that as like one piece. And then I don't really need anything to hold the bottom on, because I don't really intend to be like ripping this off the wall at all. So it's just going to be for like light stuff. Now there's also an extra shelf, but there's no pegs for it. So I'll have to kind of figure something out so that way I can have even spacing all the way across. Because if this one goes right up here, and this one could go right in here, and then I have even shelves all the way up. For now, I just have to get it to actually hold up against the wall and not fall off. And the width here is 15.5 inches exactly. So now I have to take a scrap 2x4 and get 31 inches of salvageable wood out of it. So if we just start here, because that looks fine. We'll make a cut there so we have a nice straight edge. And then, yeah, about 15.5 inches down the road, I'll make another cut and then another one. And then I'll have the two pieces that I need. And I want to make sure these are completely square, so I'm going to try and follow this line here. That'll probably think about working. And we'll just go 15.5 down the road, right to there. Neato. So now I can just keep going and then knock all those nails out. And just kind of get it right up there. So let's just put a screw here. And another one right here. Kind of playing with the idea of installing it like this. So this would be up along the top and then I'd go through here. But these shelves are already going to be really short. So I figured more room for taller items would be better than a deeper shelf for shorter items. Then I'm only losing this portion right here. But if it's all the way up, then I'm only going to have like somewhere like 25-30 mils of room to actually fit something that's the entire height of it. Otherwise, everything is going to have to be way shorter. At least that's my reasoning. Ugh, Jesus Christ. What the hell? So now this just has to go in here, get into the thing. Now for this shelf, that's kind of not going to have a thing. I'm just going to screw it in from the side, straight into it. Yeah, that'll work. That seems normal. Now I will have to hold it in with something. So let's just kind of shove these in here. Perfect. Nothing like a wrong tool for the job. Now I just gotta measure. Where the hell did I put the tape measure? That's about 7.5. Here. Right here. Gotta do these ones. I got those stupid little things up. Now I have places to hang things. So that's cool. I'm gonna add a few more further down. Got the little free shelf thing all fixed up, attached to the wall, secure. Kind of figured out that bottom shelf. So now all of them are in there. That's neat. I moved this thing over, so now I have room to actually put things. Is start going through these bins and clean stuff up. I never did get the other shelves up, or like racks or wall mounts. I don't know, the 2x4s with the nails in them. I never got the rest of them up. It's too cold to be doing anything in here right now. Probably zip this off right here just so it's even with the rest of them. I gotta put the evenly spaced nails in the top one, and then I want to have 2 more below it, and then I'm just gonna call it a day after that. So I'd have 5 symmetrical, like, rack things or whatever on the wall. But it's not really important right now. I still have to sand the walls down and everything. And like, it's freezing, so there's no point doing any more of this winter. And it's gonna wait until the spring before I actually have it all done. But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it. I'm done for this year, and like it's still 2021, so by the time this video goes up, it's gonna be like a fair amount into 2022. So, you know, I don't know. Hopefully you got something out of this, or at least got your mind off the current demise of reality. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, that's cool. Subscribe if you haven't already, that helps out a lot. Or, you know, don't do any of it. I'm not telling you what to do.